Rio de Janeiro is the second largest city in Brazil and is located on the South Atlantic coast. It is famous for its breathtaking landscape, its laid-back beach culture and its annual carnival. Of course, we have to start this movie at the most famous beach in the world, Copacabana. If you didn't go to this 4-kilometre-long beach, you didn't go to Rio. Hotels, restaurants, bars, nightclubs and residential buildings dot the promenade. You can spend all day here enjoying the sun and the sea. The beach offers great views on Sugarloaf Mountain, and Copacabana is the best beach to see beautiful sunsets. The other famous beach, Ipanema, is trendier and is one of the most expensive places to live in Rio. In the streets behind the beach you'll find many world-class restaurants, shops and cafes. At the beach you will find surfers and sun worshippers who socialise daily at the beach. Every Sunday, the roadways closest to the beaches are closed to motor vehicles, and local residents and tourists use the opportunity to ride bikes, roller skate, skateboard and walk along the ocean. But there's more than just beaches in Rio. One of the most important landmarks of the city is Corcovado. The 30-metre high statue of Christ the Redeemer crowns the 710-metre high hilltop. From Corcovado, you'll get great views on the city, the mountains, the sea and the beaches. Sugarloaf Mountain is a peak on a peninsula that sticks out into the Atlantic Ocean. Rising 396 metres above the harbour, its name is said to refer to its resemblance to the traditional shape of concentrated refined sugar. The only reasons to go there are the cable car rides and the panoramic views from the summit, so if it's not a clear day, please don't go there. If you still didn't get enough of the great views on the city after a visit to this amazing observatory, you could always take a panoramic helicopter flight into consideration. The old centre of Rio has some interesting places as well, but it is not known as one of the safest areas, though there are some places worth a visit. In the Lapa neighbourhood in the old centre you will find a new landmark of the city, the Celeron Steps. This set of steps is the work of Chilean-born artist Celeron, who claimed it as his tribute to the Brazilian people. He covered 250 steps in tiles, ceramics and mirrors. In and around the Lapa neighbourhood you will find many great restaurants and bars. Next to the old centre you have to visit the new cathedral, one of the most sensational buildings when it comes to architecture. It is conical in form and some people think it looks like a UFO. Unfortunately, Rio de Janeiro has a lot of squatter settlements where the poor people live. When visiting Rio de Janeiro you should visit one of these shantytowns, locally called favelas. Favela Santa Marta is close to the centre of Rio and became very famous when Michael Jackson shot the video "They Don't Care About Us" in the neighbourhood. This favela is one of the steepest in the city, and best way to visit this area is by Santa Marta elevator, which is more like a combination of a tram and an elevator. A really massive squatter area is Favela Alamau. A great and safe way to experience this area is by cable car, going all the way through the complex. This cable car is used both by local residents and tourists. During the ride you get great views on the favelas, so get your camera ready. There are many fascinating and impressive places to see in Rio de Janeiro, but the most important thing every visitor should do in Rio is enjoy the sun and the marvellous beach life.